The Earth is still a world of shadow and fire, a planet wrapped in thick choking gases, where the sky is not blue, but a suffocating veil of orange, brown, and black. Sunlight struggles to reach the surface. Filtered through methane, carbon dioxide, and volcanic ash, the oceans below are dark, metallic, and warm, stirred by constant storms and falling rock from space. This is a world without color as we know it, without breath, without calm, and yet, deep within these hostile waters, something invisible has begun to change everything. Beneath the surface of the ancient ocean, microscopic life is learning a new language of energy. Tiny cells, fragile and simple, discover how to capture light itself. They do not see the sun. They do not know the sky, yet they begin to use its power. Photosynthesis is born in silence, a chemical miracle unfolding drop by drop across a restless planet, and with it, a waste product begins to accumulate, a gas that will one day fill lungs, fuel fire, and paint the heavens. Oxygen. At first, the oxygen does not reach the air. It vanishes into the sea. Binding with dissolved iron, the oceans turn green, then rust-red, as vast layers of iron oxide settle on the seafloor like planetary scars. For millions of years, the planet absorbs this new gas like a sponge, hiding it, locking it away, but the supply does not stop. The microbes continue their quiet labor generation after generation, an unseen revolution beneath black waves. The atmosphere above remains thick and alien. Sunlight still passes through a chemical haze, but slowly, almost imperceptibly. The balance begins to shift. Methane breaks apart, carbon dioxide thins, the sky starts to clear for the first time in Earth's history, not in a single moment, not in a dramatic flash, but over vast ages, a transformation too slow for any eye to witness, yet powerful enough to reshape the destiny of the planet. As oxygen finally begins to escape the oceans and enter the air, the chemistry of the sky changes forever. Particles that once scattered only dull reddish light now interact with a cleaner atmosphere. Shorter wavelengths begin to spread across the heavens, and for the first time, blue emerges. It is not the blue of modern Earth, not yet the bright, endless dome we know, but a faint, fragile tint, a whisper of color in a sky that has never known it before, a subtle glow above a lifeless landscape of rock and water, no birds to cross it, no eyes to see it, only the silent witness of stone and sea. The sun, once filtered through a toxic haze, now shines with a new clarity. Light reaches deeper into the oceans, energy spreads across the surface, and the young blue sky begins to influence the climate below. Temperatures shift, weather patterns stabilize, the planet takes another step away from chaos and toward balance. This change is not just visual, it is biological, chemical. Planetary oxygen in the atmosphere begins forming ozone high above the surface, an invisible shield against lethal ultraviolet radiation. For the first time, the surface of the world becomes slightly less hostile to life. The stage is being prepared for organisms that do not yet exist, forests, animals, humans, all waiting billions of years in the future. The blue sky is a signal, a marker of transformation, a boundary between two different Earths, the earlier world of methane haze and iron seas, and the later world of breathable air and complex life. A shift written not in words, but in light itself. Yet this moment passes without witness. No creature looks upward in wonder. No mind records the change. The first blue sky belongs to no one. It exists only as a physical truth, a quiet turning point in planetary history. Below, the microbes continue their endless work, unaware that they have altered the atmosphere, the oceans, and the fate of every future ecosystem. They are the architects of color, the makers of air. The reason the sky will one day appear endless and alive. The continents are still barren. Volcanic plains stretch across the horizon, lightning storms crack through a thinning haze, and above it all, the faint blue deepens, slowly, steadily. over millions of years, becoming more stable, more familiar, more like the sky that will one day hang over forests, deserts, and cities. The transformation is irreversible. Methane can no longer dominate. Oxygen will continue to rise, and with it comes both opportunity and catastrophe. Many of the early anaerobic organisms will vanish. In what will become one of the first great extinction events, poisoned by the very gas that will later sustain complex life, the birth of a blue sky is also a moment of death. But evolution does not stop. New life adapts. New metabolisms emerge. Cells learn not only to produce oxygen, but to use it, unlocking far greater energy than ever before. The foundations of complex biology are laid in this invisible chemical war between air and life. From space, if any observer had existed, the planet would begin to look different, the haze thinning, the surface reflecting new tones, clouds forming more distinctly, a subtle blue halo beginning to surround a once hostile world. Earth is becoming recognizable. The first blue sky is more than a color, it is a promise, a sign that the planet is moving toward habitability, toward complexity, toward awareness, a silent preparation for eyes that will not evolve for billions of years, eyes that will look upward and feel wonder without knowing why. And so 3.8 billion years ago, without sound, without witness, without memory, the sky of Earth began its long transformation from toxic darkness to breathable light, from orange haze to blue infinity, a change written in chemistry, carried by microbes, and preserved in stone, the moment the heavens first learned how to be blue.